Back each Monday, we feature a pet that is up for adoption at the Quad City area animal shelters. And Stacy Teeger from the Quad City Animal Welfare Center in Milan with us in the studio today. And tell us about this beautiful black lab.
This is Bo Duke.
Bo Duke.
Male, born in about 2006, 7. We think he's maybe about 5 years old or so. Came to us from another shelter. So a shelter where it's not a no-kill, so he was facing euthanasia. So he came into our place. Great dog.
Tell us about the e-collar. Obviously, that's the visible thing. Tell us about it.
Yeah. E-collar, some people call it a cone of shame. He had really dirty ears, and so he had developed an ear infection. And if you can only imagine having just an ear infection and so much going on and not being able to do anything about it yourself. So what he had done was he had dug at his ear, and it developed a hematoma, which is a blood blister on his ear. And so we have a full-time vet on staff, Dr. Kristen. And so Doc and her team fixed that. They repaired that hematoma. So he has some stitches in his ear. But he can be adopted and go home with his e-collar, and he does really well with it, actually. And he would just need to come back and have a recheck with us on Friday.
How long does he have to keep the e-collar on? Do we know?
We're hoping that when we take a look at the ear on Friday that it looks like it's healing well, and Doc can go ahead and take the stitches out, and then we could take the e-collar off. It's just to keep him from, you know, taking his paws up there and digging at his ear.
Anything specific about black labs, different from like, a golden retriever, another dog about the same size that, people should know about if they were thinking about adopting?
I think that you see a lot of black labs in shelters, and whenever there's a popular breed like a lab, you tend to see them in shelters because people get them and they're not responsible to them. They are big dogs. He's pretty good with obedience, but just making sure that you practice obedience with them. Otherwise, you have a big, ruly dog that doesn't have any manners.
And it's a pretty little dog, isn't he?
He's a really good boy. He was barking and growling at himself in the mirror outside. It was absolutely adorable.
Good thing, and he wasn't barking in the studio, so what a good dog.
No, he's a good boy.
How about that?
Yeah.
One other thing, obviously the temperatures are getting warmer, at least we hope so.
Yeah.
We pray. Anything that a parent or somebody that takes care of this dog needs to do? I mean, it is black. I mean, do the dogs get hotter in the summer with a black coat?
Absolutely, they do. And it'd be like you or I wearing a fur coat out in the sun. So you have to be careful as it starts to heat up with your dogs. Making sure that they're inside, that they have plenty of water. If you walk, you want to go for an early walk in the morning and not go when the sun is blaring.
Sure.
So the black, of course, is going to attract it a little bit more, but the fur coat, I can't imagine having a fur coat on and being out in the sun.
That would not be fun.
No, not at all.
Stacy Teeger, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
If you would like to adopt our pet of the week or any other pets at the Quad City Animal Welfare Center, here's the information. It's right here on your screen. The Welfare Center, located 724 West 2nd Avenue in Milan, or you can call the number on your screen there, 309-787-6830. Julie.